What's up guys, I'm TitoTheOG and here today I am with a new JAKKS Pacific release. Now this came out about a few weeks ago, but I'm barely getting the chance to open it. And this is the giant Mecha Sonic versus Sonic playset, I guess. Now this guy looks awesome. He looks like the 4-inch Mecha Sonic was just grabbed and made into a bigger scale, which is awesome because Mecha Sonic is a great figure. The only thing I'm really confused about is why are we getting another Sonic Superstars set? I'm just so confused. I said this in my last video unboxing the Egg Hammer, which has sold. If you guys watched the Egg Hammer video, I already sold him off. But I'm just so confused as to why we're getting so many Superstars things this year. Not going to go on that rant again, but just going to unbox this figure. And before I open him, let's just take a look around the box. You can see the front. It has all these weird giant label warnings here for some reason. I don't know why they decided to put them front and center and not somewhere on the back of the box or side of the box. But basically just saying, careful, there are parts here that you can choke on, or that your child can choke on, because what adult's buying this thing, you know? Ingestion hazard. This product contains a button cell or coin battery. Death or serious injury can occur if ingested. Sonic toys are killing people? You know this warning is here because someone has definitely done this before. Yeah, they have these warnings on the front just look really ugly. But there is a Try Me tab on the front, and let's go ahead and take that out and see what the little Try Me effects do. There we go. Now I guess to try him, I press something back here. Is something going on? Oh yeah, he's lighting up. Check it out. The light on the front of his face is lighting up. It looks pretty cool. Is that the only thing it does? I think so. Yeah, the only thing that happens is his little face lights up. I think that looks really awesome. In the dark, that looks cool. Take a look around the side of the box. There's a picture of 2.5-inch Sonic with him. Oh, also his jet boosters on the back light up. I'll show that off here in a second. And then on the back is where the little Try Me tab is. You push down on his middle quill, and then it lights up. So there it is. If you find it in stores, you'll be able to try this yourself. And then look around the other side, it just basically tells you all the things that light up. His eyes by pressing down on the quill, his jetpack, and that his boots have wheels on them. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, everything else is your standard JAKKS Pacific packaging, you know, barcode, blah blah blah. I think it's safe to open him up now. In my last video I mentioned that I was selling the Egg Hammer set just because I didn't really care for it. I already sold it. But this guy, I actually kind of like how this guy looks, so I won't be selling this one for those wondering. Oh, so he has different brightness levels going off of the instructions. Let me take him out first before I look at all this stuff. This guy is strapped. He is strapped in here. They got him tied up and everything. Poor guy. Dude, there's so many different parts in this box that just have him taped down. This is some of the craziest packaging I've seen yet from JAKKS Pacific. They really like to make their toys hard to open, huh? Oh, finally. Jeez, okay. And that's not it yet. We still have to unstrap him from the box itself. Or from the plastic. There he is. Finally got him out of the box. And then this stupid classic Sonic. You know what I don't understand? Why does this same stupid classic Sonic have to come in every single pack that they release? Like, yeah, you could say classic Sonic's he's the math god. He has to come with everything. But like, this is the third playset this year that he's come in. He's come in this guy, and he was in the same pack as this guy. He was in the same pack as the Egg Hammer set, and he's in the same exact pack as the Fang and Marvelous Queen set. Why can't they make like a variant of him? Like, give us a different version of Classic Sonic each time. That way we're not getting the same old Classic Sonic. I probably have like 5 or 6 of these guys already with all the ones that he's come with. It's quite ridiculous. Maybe I'm just ranting because opening this guy was a pain in the rear. But here he is out of box. Here are the instructions. But before I look at that, I'm just gonna kind of get a feel for him. So his articulation, his elbows, they swivel forwards and backwards, and he even has a bicep cut right here where he could move his arms inwards and outwards. His actual shoulders, he's got a full shoulder joint with full range, and his hands are articulated in the same vein as the movie figures, except this guy has thumb articulation, so he can even give a little thumbs up when he's happy. All this articulation is on the other arm as well. Very great range. Wow, I was not expecting this amount of movement on this guy. His head doesn't really turn that much, mainly because of the electronics inside of his head to make the lights work. Here you can see I press on the quill. Okay, here we are, 2 lighting options. Press on the quill once and the light is just a static color. Press on it twice and it's a fading, like breathing effect, which is very cool. And like I mentioned, there is a jetpack on his back that also lights up red as well. It's not too noticeable, but it's pretty cool. I really do like that when JAKKS Pacific adds lighting to their figures. Some of my favorite figures that they have are the movie light up figures. I really like how those guys look. Now going back to articulation, he has the same kind of joints on his shoulders, on his legs, so he can kind of move his legs outwards, which is very cool, and even inwards a little bit. And then he has the knee bend, and then even has a slight motion on his foot. You can kind of move it upwards and downwards. And then he has these little buttons on each of his feet, which pop these little wheels that are on the bottom of his shoes out. Now, why would you want to do that? So he can slide around just like he does in Sonic 2. Woo! Very cool. That doesn't even really work. I have the buttons popped out, but like the weight of him pushes the wheels back in, so it doesn't really make much of a difference when you press them in and out. I feel like they come out more on his left foot than his right foot. It's kind of weird. I would have preferred if the wheels were kind of just always modeled to be out, so that way he could always kind of slide whenever. Because right now the wheels are in, and he's still able to slide on surfaces compared to when I put them out. He does kind of go a little bit further. I guess it works a bit. Not bad. Now that's all this guy really has to offer. His sculpt is very good. He's got lots of details. They basically just grabbed the 4-inch sculpt and upsized it and added all this new articulation to it. And I think it works pretty well. I think it's a really cool playset. I don't really know why we're getting all this superstar stuff, like I said. But it's cool to have a jumbo-sized Mecha Sonic. Now let me grab some of his other figures to compare them to. Now here are all the versions of Mecha Sonic from JAKKS Pacific. We have the new jumbo one, we have the 4-inch figure, I have the JAKKS Gold one, but I don't have him out of box, so he's the same exact version as the standard 4-inch. And then the 2.5-inch. Personally, I really like the metallic finish on the 2.5-inch the most. It looks the most reflective and the most metallic. It looks the best. But I'm really glad that they did go with a metallic finish on the big guy. I was kind of worried that he wasn't going to have a metallic finish, because I'm sure you guys know how figures like Heavy Gunner looks and stuff like that, where they're just a solid gray plastic rather than, you know, having that metallic finish. But they did very good with the big guy. And his sculpt, yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it's practically the same exact sculpt as the 4-inch. And, you know, it still looks pretty good, brought up to a bigger scale, especially maintaining all of the exact same articulation the 4-inch had, plus some extras like actual rotating wheels and such. I think it's a very cool figure. I really do like this guy, and he's gonna look really good on anyone's collection on the shelves. I am a little curious why JAKKS seems so, I guess they seem to really favor this Mecha Sonic design the most. I mean, everybody knows we all want Mecha Sonic Mark II, but they really just seem to be pumping out a bunch of stuff with this dude. You know, and I'm not really complaining about it. He's a really cool design. But I think it's about time we get Mecha Sonic Mark II, because, you know, I love metal figures, you know, Metal Sonic, this guy. I want an updated Metal Sonic figure with better articulation. But yeah, I think Mecha Sonic Mark II is long overdue, and I feel like we might be getting some news for him soon, but who knows. There is just one more thing I want to put the kibosh on with this figure that I see online. A lot of people are saying, oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog 2 playset. This isn't Sonic Superstars. But this guy does not scale the same way he does in Sonic 2. Here is the JAKKS 4-inch Classic Sonic. And next to Mecha Sonic, that is an insane height difference. This height difference was not how it was in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So I don't know what you guys are thinking when you're saying this. You're tripping. You're obviously tripping. You're off your gourd. This is not a Sonic 2 playset, or else he wouldn't have come with 2.5-inch Sonic. That makes no sense. And even if you want to get silly, if we're getting a little silly here, here he is next to Collector's Sonic. Now the scale is a little bit more accurate, but it's still not right. I don't think Mecha Sonic was this big compared to Classic Sonic. Now they do look a little bit better together next to each other. It's almost like this is a collector's figure itself of Mecha Sonic. But like I said, considering the fact they packaged him with a 2.5-inch Sonic figure, the only real conclusion that we can come up to is that this is based on the Cyberstation Mecha Sonic fight. I know it's an Avatar random robot, but you could swap it out with Mecha Sonic and it's the same thing. But yeah guys, that was it for this video going over the Mecha Sonic vs. Sonic playset from JAKKS Pacific. It's a cool playset, I will say. I do like it. I'm not a big fan of the classic figure that came with it, but I mean that's just a minor-ish issue compared to the greatness of this guy here. If anyone is really contemplating on getting it, I think this is a very good good-looking set piece for your display, as well as having an awesome articulated version of this guy. And thank you guys so much for watching. I am TitoTheOG, and I'll see you guys next time.